What comes to your mind if I introduce myself as a growing LinkedIn voice?
My name is Umoru Odufa. I'm a writer and a brand builder. I help businesses and people build their personal brands on LinkedIn, help them optimize it for their visibility and to put them and place them as authorities in their fields. And today we'll be talking about the sham called LinkedIn. But first, let's do a little backtrack. Let's do a flashback to my university days. So I read English literature major, and one of the things we did obviously was read a lot of literature. Poetry, fiction, non-fiction, we were reading it. And you think that literature students would love reading. Then you move on. Not all of us did like reading. There were those set of people who really loved reading, and there were those who were just indifferent. We read because we needed to read so we could move on, pass. At quite points in time, we're given this list of books to read, and one of them was The Beautiful Ones and Not Yet Gone. Before we read the book, my friends and I asked people who have already read the book, okay, so what about this book? And the review we get is boring. Every one of us that tried to pick up the book from the first page were like, okay, yes, they were not lying. The book was really boring. But then I'm like, I have to read this book. So I might as well just push through it and tell myself that, okay, what if it's not boring? If there's a story there, I just need to find it. I start reading the book, and one day I'm at the pavilion, I'm reading this book, and I am cracking up. I'm laughing. And my friends are like, what book are you reading that's making you laugh that I have? And I'm like, it's this book. I'm like, this book, okay, we had to see it. And I told them this part and that part, and they're like, okay, well, this thing is really interesting. And that perspective, that new information changes their outlook towards this book, and they pick it up. And we realize that, okay, maybe just the first few pages are boring. The book is really interesting, and everyone has a new narrative. And guess who the hero of that story is? With LinkedIn, many people give the same narrative because they've heard the same thing or they've seen the same thing. People are just blowing their horns on LinkedIn. People are telling lies on LinkedIn. They're just being too formal. And God forbid I become one of those robots that just go, hi guys, I'm pleased to announce that I just woke up by 9 today, and here are a few things you can learn about doing that. But what if there was more? What if you really understood what LinkedIn had to offer and you could maximize it to make LinkedIn serve? Why are people on LinkedIn? What's really happening behind the scenes on LinkedIn? I believe that people's number one problem with LinkedIn is understanding. They don't know what LinkedIn can do, and they don't know how to make LinkedIn do this thing for them. Or maybe you feel like it's for a certain type of professionals, people who are really in the game, people who have gone so far with their professional work. They are the ones that should be selling themselves on LinkedIn. But here's the thing. LinkedIn is a space for professionals. So it makes sense if people sound professional on LinkedIn, because that's what the space is for. It's like going into a bank and seeing everybody dressed in suits and tie. But then, is everybody on LinkedIn boring? Is everybody on LinkedIn speaking the same lingo? That is very incorrect. It's a space for professionals to connect with professionals through strategic positioning. So if people are selling themselves on LinkedIn, it's because that is what it is for. So with LinkedIn, as a professional, you're putting yourself out there that I'm available. And then you can have people say, I want a piece of the value you have to offer. And then you can get something in return. So why should you consider being on LinkedIn? For one reason, we have over 67 million companies registered on LinkedIn. And that's a lot. If you're looking to grow yourself professionally with over 67 million companies, you can get found if you know how to strategically position yourself. We have over 1 billion users. This means aside from the 67 million registered companies, you have individuals that can contract you for whatever it is you have to offer. So why may it seem like people are blowing their horns or exaggerating what they have to do? Most people in real time sell themselves short. They have things that they do so well, but they don't know they're doing it so well. So they just be like, okay, I'm a writer, I just write. But LinkedIn will force you to market yourself properly, to see what you do for the value that it's worth, and say, okay, this is what I can do for you. My writing can do this for you. and attract the kind of people that can take you to a whole new level. So if you think it's for growing pains, you will either become a shadow or just disappear from LinkedIn, or you will do that and lose the main source of LinkedIn, what it can do for you. But when you realize that LinkedIn can serve you more, it can connect you to prospective clients and people that will actually patronize you. It can open doors for you, new stages for you. You can get invited to speak. You can get invited to sell your products, to sell yourself, to write, whatever it is you do. You can find people within your niche to connect with. A lot of people have gotten jobs, gigs, and a lot of opportunities for LinkedIn, and it's high time enjoying that though. So if with LinkedIn, you can present yourself as an authority in your field, get prospective clients, offer value, and get profits in return, then that is something worth thinking about.